I'm Jenny Petoskey. I'm the City of Ann Arbor's Solid Waste Outreach and Compliance Specialist. About 40% of the waste in our landfills is organic material, which means it can break down in the right environment. In a landfill, those materials take a very long time to break down and they never go to use again. In a compost facility, they break down, the nutrients then become available for new plants. So you can take this material and put it in your yard and you can grow new things. So this is really important as part of the circular economy because it keeps things in rotation, it keeps things moving instead of just putting it in a landfill where it will never be used. It's really great to have this facility right here. The first thing is we don't have to go far to take our materials, so there's less greenhouse gas emissions emitted bringing the materials so close. There's also other benefits to citizens. They can drop off 1 yard of compost per day for free. In the spring we also give away free mulch and compost so they can pick that up. The other great thing is that our compost facility is so large it can break down things that you could not put in your backyard. This includes meat, dairy, bones, bread, rice. All these things will break down in this facility due to its size.
Hello, my name is Fan Wu. I worked for City of Ann Arbor Office of Sustainability and Innovations. What you are seeing here is Ann Arbor landfill solar site. Now you see the grass-covered land, but next year you will see it covered by solar panel. City of Ann Arbor, Pittsfield Township, and DT Energy is developing a landfill solar project here. It has 20 megawatt capacity and can generate enough electricity, clean electricity to power thousands of homes nearby. City of Ann Arbor is a well-developed city, so we don't have many open spaces available to build large-scale solar facilities in the city area. So landfill site, you can tell it has great solar potential. So it's a great site to develop solar facilities here.
My name is Josh Williams. I am the Executive Director here at MakerWorks in Ann Arbor, Michigan. MakerWorks is a makerspace. Some people know them as hackerspace. The basic idea is giving people access to tools and resources and a space to build and make things in a much more resource, financial, environmental fashion that's much safer and just helpful for the local economy or the local community that they exist in. You know, we have a wood shop, an electronics studio, a jewelry studio, a metal shop, but the basic idea is you have a ton of tools here. And, you know, somebody might want access to a drill press or a bandsaw, something like that. Those are fairly expensive buys that take up a lot of resources, take up a lot of space, and that might not be a very good fit for either that individual or for that community or just for the planet in general. So it starts with the idea of shared tools, but then from that you start growing this really neat community of makers and community of people that want to build, fix, repair, make. And as a result, you end up with events like Fix It Friday, where once a month we have this event where anybody can come to for free, and somebody might come in with a broken lamp and they just need the lamp socket replaced, but they've never done that, they've never seen that happen. So they bring that here and we have a wonderful community of members where they might say, oh yeah, I'd love to spend 15 minutes with that person and help make that lamp work for them again. And that person walks home with a free repair, their lamp continues to work, but even more neat is they just had an opportunity to witness, you know, they didn't drop it off and then go away. They watched that repair happen and they start getting an understanding of, oh, I can do this too. And maybe they start sharing that knowledge with their friends. And then that starts scaling up to, you know, we have small businesses that are working out of here and it might cost, you know, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 for some of these pieces of equipment that we have. And they might be able to buy that. But if they could spend a couple $100s a month and have access to those resources, suddenly that allows them to either prototype for much longer or maybe hire additional staff that they can use, and they can start growing that business into something that then is helping them, you know, put food on their plate and pay rent in a much more resource conscientious way.
is Tressa. I am an employee here at By the Pound, so a large portion of what I do is stocking product and checking people at the registers, but I also do engagement for sustainability events around Ann Arbor like this one. By the Pound is a bulk grocery store. We also have a lot of gourmet foods, and it's pretty much in the name. People come here to shop by the pound, and they also come here for specialty products. We have a lot of items from India, from England. People really like the lemon curd, things like that. So that's really why people come here, and also to shop more sustainably. We fit into sustainability in a few different ways. First of all, we do several things around the store to help reduce our own waste. So we reuse a lot of packaging that comes in as scoops or as funnels. We also use reusable grocery bags. So if you use a grocery bag from our store, chances are it's already had one life, and this is just another life adding on to it. But on the customer side, we allow people to bring in their own containers so that they can reuse those containers. And that can help limit plastic waste. So that's a really nice thing. Food waste is also a really big issue, but about 8% of emissions comes from food waste alone, which is not an insignificant amount. One of the ways that we can lower food waste is by getting just what we need, especially if it's a fancy new recipe that you've never tried before. Getting just the teaspoon when you first try it out can really lower what's sitting in your cabinet or pantry for like 3 years before you throw it out. But if you can get just what you need that first time round, you wind up not having to worry about it again and again and again.
I am Emma Hess, and I'm the owner of BYOC Co. BYOC stands for Bring Your Own Container, and we allow folks to bring their own container from home, hence the BYOC, to allow them to refill directly with home and body products that are eco-friendly and plastic-free. We also have a variety of zero waste products in the shop that come package-free with bamboo and other essentials as well. We do refills, of course, but in addition to that, we have recycling options right outside the shop. So we partner with TerraCycle and offer a variety of different boxes, so everything from oral care waste to contact lenses, beauty product packaging, and we offer that at a free, no cost to our customers, of course, during our business hours. And then we also host a lot of events here so that even just pop-ups from other businesses who are looking to grow, because that's how we got started. But we have plant swaps, clothing swaps, book swaps, so we're really dedicated to allowing folks to come in and not always have to spend money to get something new. We accept containers and paper bags. We hate having to go out and buy containers that are already in perfectly good condition that are being thrown in the recycling bin every week. So we accept glass, plastic, aluminum. We do ask that they have lids on them and are hopefully not fermented foods, because I think the best rule of thumb right now is if you wouldn't fill it yourself, probably don't bring it in. We purchase products in a variety of quantities, everything from a 55-gallon drum to a 1-gallon small container, but the most important part of that process is making sure that it's getting reused, repurposed, or hopefully refilled. So we send those back to the manufacturer to be refilled, and then they get shipped right back to us, and we can just sell them as is again. But even better than that, we can have local vendors that just pick them up directly from the shop or drop them off to us so that we don't have any packaging in the first place. But we really are dedicated to that mission. We're about 52% closed loop at the moment, and we'd love to be kind of closer to 70% by the end of the year.
My name is Steve Killer, and I'm the president-elect of the Ann Arbor Kiwanis Club and the Ann Arbor Kiwanis Foundation Incorporated. So let me give you a quick overview of what we have here. Let's go this way. I'll show you what happens when we take in material from people in the community. Everything that's on the sales floor is donated to us by people in the community. So when we have material that comes in, they're loaded into these blue tubs out by the shipping container in the parking lot. And when the blue tubs are filled, they'll be brought in this way through this back way, and they end up here. And this is the general sorting area behind me. So this is mainly stuff that's been brought in over the past few days by people giving us donations. And we have volunteers who will come in and sort through this and send it to specific areas for the purpose of the sale. And we have volunteers who work in these areas, and they will go through and make sure that the items are saleable, and then price them and get them ready to be placed out on the sales floor. We have about 185 volunteers on any given week who help us put the sale together, and they're here all week long. They'll be here during business hours on Monday through Friday, and also on Saturday for the sale. And back here we've got outdoor equipment, sporting goods. Again, this is a department sorting area. And then here is clothes sorting. So this is the main clothes sorting area. On a Saturday morning when we're taking in donations, there will be usually around 6 people in here doing general clothes sorting. Men's, women's clothing, kids' clothing. When the donations come in, we place them in bins like this. And as those donations get filled up, we bring them into this room, and we'll take another empty bin out and refill it. And we'll do that several times during a Saturday morning. And then we're going back out onto the sale floor now. We also sell DVDs and records, music CDs, and cassette tapes. We're back on the mail sales floor area now. We've got kitchenware, houseware, hardware. We sell a lot of goods here, but we also donate a lot of the goods that we take in to other 501c3s, and we also have folks who are working with social service agencies because they're in need of things, and we have a program where they can come in and they get a budget, and they're allowed to select what they need for their family, and it's no cost to them, it's no cost to the social service agency. It's just a donation from the Kiwanis Foundation back into the community for folks in need.
My name is Aileen Burke, and I am a volunteer with House into Home. We are a nonprofit organization, and we furnish homes using donated items for people coming out of homelessness, individuals, families. We work with over 23 different organizations throughout Washtenaw County, Alpha House, Safe House, Avalon, the VA, CMH, all these organizations. And we really try to give our clients a home. A lot of times when they come out of homelessness, they have a few bags of clothing, maybe not much else. And so what we try to do is just make their space something that they can be proud of, just to take the extra weight off of them. 98% of the materials that we get, approximately, are donated, and we love using gently used furnishings to, instead of going into a landfill, bring them to us, and we will repurpose them, upcycle them, and to put into these new homes. And again, it's very important to us that we give clients things that they can be proud of. So if we can't fix it up or make it nice enough that we would put it in our own homes, we don't want to put it in theirs. So we can't take things that are ripped or torn like mattresses, but we can definitely keep your gently used items, things that you want to trade out of the landfill. We can give them new purpose, new home, and people can really enjoy them. It can make a huge difference.